All right, we'll see if we can wait till we get some people in here. See if they start coming in or not. Oh, excuse me. There we go. What up, Wyatt? First one, baby. I couldn't get my other live stream to get going, so I had to start a new one. Waiting in the other one, so hopefully they start coming on over. Hopefully, I'm pulling over from the other one. It did not set up like I wanted it to. It's just kind of giving me a headache for a second there, so I was like, well, I can go straight from the live stream instead of the live event that I set up. Who else we got in here? Nice little CRKT Fossil that I got on loan from Mr. Justin Craddock of EDC Gear and Pocket Knife. Amazing group. Absolutely amazing group. Update on the hashtag Beardo Challenge. I am officially past halfway, and I would like to give a huge thank you to Joe from Common Man Conservation. He gave a very generous, very generous donation of $150 today to the hashtag Beardo Challenge. So thank you very much, Joe. I mean, like I don't even know what to say. Just, it's beyond me. Hey, what's up, Knife Freak? I know I had more people in the other one. They're probably still sitting there waiting. I was hoping maybe they'd get a bell chime so they'd come on over to this. So I suppose I'll go ahead and get into this review so we don't get too long-winded with it. So it is a 8CR13 MOV stainless steel blade. Has a nice hammered dimpling finish. This is a G10 overlay, and I think it's just stainless steel underneath. Frame lock's very solid. You got about 50%. And this thing is a monster. I mean, just a beast. I think it's almost a 4-inch blade. I won't be able to put the specs up on the on this since I'm not doing editing. So we got a 3.96 blade, 0.05 inch thickness, decent blade stock on it. Yeah, super steel. I think we're all kind of getting tired of the 8CR13, especially when there's so many good budget knives out there that at least offer the D2. We got a 4.95 inch handle, which is over a ½ inch thick on the handle. So it's got a girthy handle. You can kind of see there, just over a ½ inch. 8.88 inches overall. And I'll get some size comparisons with this. I'll go ahead and show off my new baby, as I can't. I failed that one totally. My Paramilitary 2, which is just a little bigger than that, but way heavier. We'll do the Ontario Rat 2. And then we'll go ahead and do a couple CRKTs. And I want to use these because this also comes with VEF serrations. That is the Drifter, and this is the M21 14 SFG. And the VEFs that actually come on the Fossil are like this, except they're not as worn down as this one is. But they're this style, which a lot of people kind of gripe about because the tips of them are weak. They do roll over. But as you see, I kind of just filed mine down, make it more flush. Now I don't have any problems with it rolling over. I use this when I go fishing. This is the one I decided to get to go for fishing because this is their other VEF, which is the flat VEF. And I've been able to cut through some pretty decent branches and stuff when I'm out fishing. So pretty decent little knife for 15 bucks. I mean, nothing fancy, but gets the job done. I don't want nothing fancy when I'm fishing because I'll probably drop it in the water. This thing is a beast. They have a smaller version of this as well, which is I think the blade on that one is 3.4 inches and 2 ounces difference in weight between the large one and the small one. This is a Flavio Icoma design, and it's a beautiful design. It's heavy. It doesn't take up a whole lot of pocket. It is kind of a, I mean, it's kind of a pocket hog, right side tip up only, but it is so smooth. It's on the IKBS bearing system, and I mean it just no effort whatsoever. So very smooth knife. I told a guy, I said I'd probably really just like to have this for my collection more than actual one to EDC. It's kind of a, like I said, it's a big one. I mean, I've got probably medium hands, and as you can see, a lot of handle still sticks out. So if you got large hands, this would be a good knife. The pocket clip offer kind of gives a little bit of a hot spot. It's not too bad. I have more of a, the liner or the frame lock digs in a little bit when I really kind of get on a grip with it. But it is a beautiful knife, and I've seen some guys where they've taken these G10 overlays off, and it actually looks pretty sweet when it's just all that stainless underneath with that dimple finish. And I think takes no effort to close. You can get this on Blade HQ for $59.95, or you can get it at Walmart actually for $39.74, and you can get it online at their website $39.74 with free 2-day shipping. So it's a relatively budget-friendly knife. CRKT, I've always been a huge fan of their designs. I'm just waiting for them to step up their materials, especially for what they charge. Kershaw charges a little more accordingly to price-wise for material. Overall, I mean, this is a beautiful knife. It kind of, I don't know if it gives you more of a dinosaur scale look or kind of the rock scales, but it's really neat. I've always had my eye on it. I think if I got one, I'd probably get the smaller version with the VEF serrations in it. So I would also, I'd also like to say our giveaway winner did chime in. He was sick. He's got a couple kids and he's been sick, so he did. And so I will get that out to you, Jeremy, this weekend. Send it your way. I wanted to update with that as well. And also, Mr. David MacArthur, if you're watching, Justin Craddock told me to go ahead and throw this in for the one of the raffles this weekend for the hashtag Beardo Challenge. Let's continue raising money. They've just, EDC Gear and Pocket Knife has just been killing it. I mean, they're just a great, amazing bunch of people. I just can't even say enough. Brian Nichols, you have absolutely created a wonderful group. You have surrounded yourself with a great group of people. I haven't seen that much negativity. You know, you're always gonna have issues when you got big groups like that. What up, Jeremy? Figure I'd do a little live review today, just kind of shoot the breeze. I was hoping people would kind of ask questions on things, and I can answer some questions on anything they'd want to know about this since I had it in hand and just commented out. But I think a lot of people already have this knife. I really do like it. I do like the way, I mean, for the most part, that it feels in my hand. I just think the smaller version would probably be more for me. The thing is just huge. I mean, like I said, the this is a big one too by them, and that one's even bigger. And I do like this one, but this one really feels good in the hand. Just those Kip Carson designs they're one of my favorites. Well, I don't know what much more I can say about this. It will be getting raffled off, and do you think it's worth $37? Actually, yeah, I think so. I know that's kind of getting up there higher in the budget, but I mean, it is a really neat design. I guess I'd rather see it more in the 30 to 35 range, honestly, but I mean, I don't think it's bad price for what it is. Got a backspacer in there as well. We might as well go over it a little bit more. Not we're not milled out at all. It's not skeletonized whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know. Tonight I figured I was feeling a little bit like doing the live thing, seeing if spark up some conversation. I really like doing the live videos since I've done so many of them here lately with the challenge going on and being able to converse with everybody live and asking questions and stuff like that. And I might as well show you my scary face while we're at it. Here, this looks much better than what I just showed you. But I'll tell you what, boy, this thing here is smooth as butter. I actually like this style clip just the way it is with that raised up with the spacers. I do like the way it looks. I know it's not deep carry. It is unfortunate that it's one side only. I mean, it's not a big deal for a guy that carries right side tip up, but for you lefties, that kind of stinks. But I do like the clip. I like that style. I like the I can't think if it's Wii or who it is that has the pocket clip that kind of looks like a pin almost, but I like that style too. There's not many, man, there is not many companies, I swear, that really like the deep pocket clip. The Paramilitary 2 is not deep pocket. None of the ones I showed. The Ontario Rat's not. That one's not. So, a lot of us always say we like deep pocket carry, but not many people really answer the call to that. Kind of wonder why that is, if it's just easier to make these styles or what. I'll raffle it off, guys. It's got a hollow grind as well on it. Man, that blade stock is thick, though. Jimping, um, it has a little bite to it. I was looking at it, and I didn't think that it would have much bite to it, but it actually does have a little bit. I mean, it's pretty sharp. It's shallow, but it's sharp. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think it's a sweet knife. I've had my eye on it for a while. I would prefer the one with the VEFs just because I'm a VEF freak. I really like that. Maybe it's because everybody else hates it. I like to go against the grain. Kind of like the Spydercos. Everybody loves them, and I am not a big Spyderco fan, but I am a huge fan of my Paramilitary 2 and my Spyderco Roadie. I think the only other, I don't know, now I've been looking into Delicas, and I'm wondering about that. A lot of people have a lot of good things to say about the Delica, and I need a small knife. The recurve, I like recurves for just for what it looks like for aesthetic purposes. But as for functionality, I guess it's not a bad recurve. And this one, see if I can get the it's gonna be hard to get. I actually put a come on baby, just give it to me, give it to me. There we go. I actually put a nice mirror edge on that when Mr. Craddock sent it. So whoever does win this knife, it is absolutely razor sharp. Let's see how it does with this receipt paper. See if I'm on point with my sharpening skills. I'm not. I just can't hold the paper. That's not too bad. Don't want to show you my bank account. Hey, what's up, Joe? Seeing you just chiming in. Wish these comments would stay up here. They go away. The birds more than the Spydercos. Yeah. I do like the birds. Those are, I do like those. What up? There he is. What's up, Amos? Come on, why don't these stay up there? This live thing is weird. This is new for me, but I'm really into it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get into some more Spydercos. I'm just not a fan of the leaf blade on some of them when they're real big, like the Tenacious. I know the Tenacious is a really popular one. I just do not like that knife at all. It's a little bulky, and that thing is a pocket hog. But this thing here is slick, and I just love the. So I put the skull crusher on this. And, we don't think about it when you put your knife in your pocket. I always push with the back of my hand. Well, man, that thing is starting to beat me up. I need to start paying attention to what I'm doing. What's up, Bubba? Yeah, it is a pretty interesting knife. I think it's really neat, and it's on bearing, so it just like nothing. But I mean, it's 6.1 ounces, so it's a heavy one. And it's huge. Overall, it's almost 9 inches. I mean, just short of 9 inches. So it is a pocket hog. Yeah, exactly, butter. Yeah, I tried it. I had the whole live event set up, and then I went to go get into the live event because I seen you guys comment, and I commented quick, and the next thing you know, it was like, well, you have to set up your encoding. And I'm like, well, I don't have time for that. So it'll let me just set up this one just fine. I just have to go through and put all the tags and everything in it again once I'm gone. Did you have fun in the swamp today, Joe? At least Joe a lot in the chat with us right now. He is the very generous gentleman that donated $150 to the hashtag Beardo Challenge. So definitely thank you, Joe. I can't say thank you enough, man. I mean, you made my day. I was having a pretty cruddy day at work, and then I came home to discover that I ordered some wrong stuff, so I was even more of a cruddy mood. And then I got that message from you, and then got the email saying that I received that. So I was very excited. Oh, you skipped it today? Ah, there you go. All right, heck yeah. That's all right. Swamps are just filled with mosquitoes anyway. Yeah, Joe is the man. I mean, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, he's got a very interesting channel. He's a very intelligent person. He's I don't know. Joe is just he's a very special young man. He's one of the few people. He's very I don't know, down to earth. I don't know. I don't know what to say about Joe. I just really like him. Great guy. Uh, really great guy. Amazing. And you should check out his rant he just did on patents for like the Axis lock and some stuff on some of Cold Steel's shady business practices. So you guys should definitely check that out. But yeah, you guys, what else you want to know about this thing? I mean, you see it at Walmart. We've all looked at it. I know. I don't know. I'm guessing every Walmart carries it. All the ones I've been to carry it. But I haven't seen them carry the ones with the VEFs on it. They've all been the straight blade. And that'd be another thing that'd be kind of nice with that recurve. If it had the VEFs in it, that would eliminate the recurve. So people that aren't as comfortable with recurves on stones and stuff like that, that would eliminate that. So that's something to think about also. Is there? No, CRKT doesn't have many offerings other than the 8CR13. I think they do some in the, what is it, the 13C27, possibly. I think they do it in. And I don't know if any of their higher stuff kind of goes up, but they don't have much offerings. They pretty much stick to that 8CR13. They just won't budge off of it. And they still want to charge prices of, upwards to 50 to anywhere. I mean, if you go on their site, it's ridiculous. This knife right here is $89 on CRKT's website. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Pair of three. That one I wasn't as huge of a fan of just because I don't have it or anything, but it's more of a chunk blade. But I do like the look of it. It looks a little meaner. It's kind of like a little fat guy. Just kind of short and squat. It's like somebody took the paramilitary 2, put it in a vise, and just smashed it this way. So yeah, definitely congrats, man. I was pumped to get it. This is my first full size Spyderco. I did a review on the Tenacious, but that was actually my brother's, and like I wasn't a big fan of that. And but yeah, that one. I think the pair of three is pretty sweet too. I really like the Shaman, but I can't bring myself to pay the like $200 mark that they have on it. But yeah, look at that. I do like the handle scales. I'm not gonna lie. And they also have a what is that? Yeah, the Shaman is it. They I don't know. I really like CRKT. They were my favorite budget company for a long. And then I saw. Then of course this is probably my favorite budget knife of all time. I don't know. Would you consider? I suppose that's a $50 knife. We'd consider that a budget knife, right? Yeah, Spyderco, they kind of suck with their pocket clip placements. I don't know what it is about it. Like I said, most companies just they don't want to give you that deep carry at all. I have, like I said, I can't think of very many that I even had that are deep carry. I need to review this one. This is a knife. This is my favorite knife in my entire collection. And Leatherman Wave, I love. Yeah, it's a rat. This is the Rat 2 and D2. Leatherman Wave, I love the Leatherman Wave. I carry a Leatherman Wave in my EDC bag. Uh, Probably the greatest Leatherman that's ever been made, in my opinion. Just my opinion. And now the new ones that just came out, they finally put where you could cutters for the wire cutters, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the Leatherman Wave is definitely is one of those knife slash multi tools everybody should own. You know, a Leatherman Wave, some kind of a Swiss Army knife. This is my baby. I'll have to get in contact with Rich. The Wave is the best. I really. What up, Mr. Craddock? I just realized who put that comment on there. Hopefully, well, at least you didn't miss it. I tried to hold off for you to get home from work, seeing as it's your knife that I'm reviewing today. Well, was your knife, but since yeah, I carry that actually. I actually carry this on my belt. It runs horizontal. What is that? I found a picture of Justin the last time. Did it pop up on my memories on Facebook? Oh God. Everybody wants to know what's underneath this thing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna lose subscribers when I come onto the camera with no facial hair. They're gonna be like, "Who is this weird guy?" Well, apparently, my secret's fixing to be out. People are gonna want their money back. Yo, dude, if you got a Rat One, I definitely recommend if you don't mind buying another rat, get the Rat and the D2. That is that is the way to go. That D2 is great still. OS 8 isn't horrible either. OS 8's pretty much comparable to the 8CR13. They're right there, both in the same range. Uh, Both good corrosion. They're really low down on the edge retention. Not the greatest edge retention, but I mean, I sharpened that thing up in probably 5 minutes. I had that thing sharpened on the Ken Onion. So you can put a wicked edge on the 8CRs and the OS 8s. Then, you know, once you kind of get up into harder steels, I know D2s are a little more difficult to sharpen. This one's going to be hard to sharpen, the S30V. But like I said, that Ken Onion makes a quick work of it. Yeah, OS 8, man, you can rip through it. And any of the carbon, the high carbons, you know, 1095 is so simple to put. It's so easy to get that thing just hair popping sharp. I have not sharpened my bruiser yet, and I've had it for a while, and I've used it, and she's dirty. But yeah, I haven't sharpened it yet. You know, I think the only D2 knife that I have sharpened. Glad you mentioned Ken Onion recurve blade video. You know, one that I was considering for my Ken Onion series was recurves, and it's actually on that thing with the grinder attachment. It makes simple work. I mean, literally as easy as, you know, you got your belt laying straight, so the recurve comes and you just go around with it and then right back. It's that. I mean, it's literally that simple when it comes to recurves on the Ken Onion. So stones, I know, are a little harder with it. Takes a little more time and a little more finesse, but you know, not everybody likes the Ken Onions and stuff. And there, I'm also going to do a video of what can go horribly wrong with it, and I'll probably just use one of my Ozark Trail knives, because I'll tell you what, when you're sharpening them, if you go too far on that belt and you pop off the very edge of the belt as you're sharpening, it will literally take the tip off dang near that much. I mean, just you'll have to reprofile that tip for sure. I was messing around with one of my cheap ones one day, and I'm like, well, they keep saying don't go past halfway, so what happens if you do? And man, it takes it right off. And I think that's what a lot of people are scared about. This is the only knife, Jeremy, D2 wise, that I've sharpened. And it wasn't too bad. You know, they say D2 is a little harder. Yeah, I mean, you know, dude, it really is. It. I started with nothing but cheap knives. I only did, like I said, the $3.89. Yeah, helps when the bevel is done right. Yeah, less to correct. That's for sure. The CRKT, this handle, this is G10, and then that's just stainless back there. But as for like using the electric sharpener, in all honesty, with the grinder attachment, it's pretty simple.